All right, friends. We're trying a few things different here. I'm going to try the unboxing desk, be the same as the shipping desk. So let's hope for that, for, good things there. I'm also using one of my new lights and my new microphones. So I've got a two-piece microphones, one for me, one for Ariel, for when we're out doing garage sale stuff or out in the flea markets, whatever, to be able to have some better audio. So please let me know what you think here. Like I said, in the last couple videos, no, 2 videos ago, I believe, when I showed the antique booth, that we are upgrading things, and I'm going to start putting more of an emphasis on my videos. So today's video, obviously an unboxing. This is from Donkey Journal's Paper Love on Instagram. I've purchased from her for years. This is not a sponsored video. However, I would love for her to sponsor me. I would love to say that I got all this for free. Not even close to the truth. I spent about, I believe, $300 or $400 on this box, mainly because shipping. She's in Norway, I'm in the U.S., so that's what a lot of it was. But there's a lot of vintage goodness in here, and honestly, I started purchasing this stuff, and it's taken me so long to, because I had to pay payments. It has been so long that I've forgotten what I've got. She just put all the stuff aside for me and had it there. So thank you so much for Nina for doing that, and I really appreciate it. Now, Austin, why aren't you going to just cut the string? Well, I'm glad you asked. First of all, I'm not sure if Nina did this or if this was from their postal service or what, because I have a feeling that the Norwegian postal service takes better care of their packages than the USPS does here in the United States. But why wouldn't you just cut the string, Austin? Well, because I'm a junk journaler and I love to reuse it. However, for this, I am going to have to cut this part because that's too tight of a knot for me to deal with. So, okay. So, best thing about this is not only do I finally get to play with it, also I will let you know I have edited 2 videos since I got this, like 3 days ago, and I am currently uploading one, which will be the one right before this, all because I wanted to be able to unbox this and upload it and have it there for you guys. So I didn't want to have to wait for the video sequence, if that makes sense. All right, before I do this, I want to say I am going to make digitals of things that I'm able to make digitals of. I'm also going to sell the originals in packs of vintage or antique papers on either my Etsy or my eBay. More likely my eBay, because I just like doing business on there more. And then I'm also going to keep and use some of the stuff that I got. So I'm not going to sell it all, but I am going to keep and use it. I've hoarded stuff for years. I'm just not about that life anymore. I'm going to use my supplies. All right. So, I'm going to keep this as well. It's a little donkey stamp on some book page. I'm really excited. because last night I was too tired. And if I can do it, and if I remember, I'll put up a screenshot of a text from my wife, because she said, "You've got a special delivery from Norway," and I was like, yes. So, very glad to receive this. But I waited until my shipping table was cleared off and until I was done with editing the videos that I was trying to edit and get published. And yeah, so I waited for you guys. Feels special. Sorry, probably making you a bit seasick here. Well, that didn't go where I wanted it to, but that's fine. I think I'm going to start calling this the Knife of Wonders, but I want to get like a cool knife to unbox things with. So, I don't know. I just like little gimmicky things on channels. Oh my gosh. First of all, because I'm reselling, I'm going to use all of that bubble wrap. Okay. Also, I love that she buys things and it's originated in the US, and then she sells things and it comes back to the US, and she's in Norway. It's great. Okay, I do remember this, but let's not look at things. Let's just set it aside. Sorry, keep bumping that camera. I gotta figure something out with that. Oh gosh, this is great. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's just start with, I don't know, man. Anything. I don't even know. Hang on, guys. Which I guess I can take you with me with my fancy microphone. We're going to come over here and grab something. Some sort of tin. I need some sort of tin to put this in. Well, I've got a few of them. I'm just not sure which one I want. Well, I'm not sure. One of these two will work. This one may be a little too small. I don't know. I'm thinking this one. Alright. Well, I'm going to sort things as I pull it out. So, okay. Let's go small to large, shall we? Or at least somewhat that direction. Okay. I have a feeling that I just lost something. Did anyone see where I set that? Probably not. Alrighty. See, I know if I put this in a box, it's not going to make its way out of said box. So, I'm going to get the better option, kind of better anyway, and get a wooden crate. And this is going to be a long video. If you don't like unboxing videos, I'm so sorry. I guess stay tuned to my Instagram, stay tuned to, I don't know, my eBay, because again, that's more than likely where this is going to end up. Okay, so let's make sure that I'm in frame here. All right, so let's start with these. Okay, True Fit. Quality guaranteed only if envelope is sealed. Alright, so let's see what these are, because honestly, I can't remember. I just see things and I like them, and I either see a use for them, or I think, you know, these are cool, or I could resell them or something. So these are, I believe these are watch pieces. So I like the small envelopes. Those are really fun. Ooh, and fragile. Those will be great for collage, little additions to journals, maybe stiffen them up a little bit somehow. Yes, so these are little watch pieces, I believe. That one was kind of boring. What's that? Mainspring. Not sure. Okay, I will open one more. I'll open this one. This says a winding stem, so if it is what I think it is, honestly, she may have thrown a few things in here for me. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to blanket statement with, I can't remember what I purchased, because it's just been so long. Because if you guys have never bought anything from people on Instagram, I highly recommend it. Obviously, check, make sure that other people buy from them so that they're reputable. But man, Donkey Journal's Paper Love. She is just fantastic. Oh my goodness, these are tiny. Well, honestly, I can't remember exactly what I purchased. I feel like it was that I like the envelopes, and it's likely due to because they're just cool and they're neutral, or they're blue. I really like that color of blue. So Nina, if you watch this, and if I'm completely off base because I sent you a direct message or something, then just let me know. Let me know why I purchased some of these things if I can't remember. Okay. So I'm going to have to check every once in a while to make sure that I'm still in frame. Okay. So here are some milk caps. These will definitely be made into digitals, and I will likely, I'm going to keep some, and then I will absolutely be selling some. So these are really neat. I like that one, not specifically because it says my name, not specifically because it's chocolate milk, but because it is orange. I really like that. These just being super neutral. This one I'm going to keep for a Christmas craft. So I'm going to hold on to that for a year because, it's January. So while I'm going through this, I do want to mention, and I know that I've said this before, but I really missed the boat on capitalizing during COVID for having a lot more content, more crafting time, stuff like that. But again, with my job in emergency management, I was just so busy all the time. Okay, so this is a vintage sewing lot. These are like really fun because I've got, I don't know, like weird memories. So my aunt, she does embroidery. And so she she used the side of her recliner. It's like a material recliner, not leather, obviously, but she used the side of her recliner as a pin cushion. And so, but I've always seen, like when my mom used to do her little crafts and stuff back in the day, she had this little craft box, and I used to see this thing. Obviously not this one, but I was like, what's that tomato thing? So these just always remind me of tomatoes. All right, and then here is just throwing. That's probably going to be my new thing. Is just throwing my trash across the room and picking it up later. Okay, so here are Here are leads. But I really liked, I mean, I don't need lead, but I really liked this tube because it looks like an oil pastel. So, okay. Now, I love tins. Those of you that know me know that I love tins. Those of you that, are new, hello, I love tins. But it's also got buttons in it, which is something that I've discovered that I really enjoy putting in journals or on journals. Another cool little tube full of sewing. Are they called sewing notions? Here's a ruler, one of the ruler tapes that is quite faded a bit. Definitely vintage. Love it, because that's going to be either great for resale or great for crafts. I love these wooden spools. I had some that I got from an estate sale. It was a private pick, and I went and got a whole bunch of these, and then I sold them, not for a lot, but it was a good little bit. I definitely made some money on it, but nothing super big. So here's a little thimble with a hummingbird, I believe, on it, and I will definitely be putting this on eBay. And it sounds like Ariel's coming down the stairs as I'm going through my Norway special delivery. Here's another little spool of thread. Hooks and bar loops. Made in England. Interesting. Cool. More thread. Oh, that's a neat little thread. I don't even know what that's called. Good grief. I don't know. Thread card, I guess. It's really cool. Are these buttons? Tell you what, I may be 27, but my eyesight is just going. Hang on. I believe they're buttons. I'm pretty sure that's in French. My daughter, she's 8. She's studying French. Maybe she can help me with this. I don't know. I think that's what it is, though. Because it looks like it says button precision. So they're probably buttons, I would assume. I mean, I don't think it's a weapon of mass destruction or anything. It's pretty straightforward, I feel like. Here's some vintage lace. That's going to be fun for some journals. I don't know if I'll put them on there. Maybe a craft, maybe like an antique craft or something. I did have a cheese box here. I don't know exactly where. Oh, there it is. I'm going to start, some people would call it defacing, but I'm going to start doing stuff with this, like vintage cheese boxes like this, and putting some stuff in here and everything. Because although I love, vintage and antiques, being able to, kind of like books, with junk journaling, being able to take something and turn it into something new should be kind of the idea all around. And then there's certain antiques that I'm like, no, I would never deface. So, you know, I'm also slightly full of crap with things I say too. Alright, so these are very fragile looking, and not entirely sure what they are, but I guess we'll open this and figure it out. Ooh, yep, definitely fragile. Okay. Okay. So these are antique, I would say, based on the look of the paper. They are apothecary scripts, not strips, scripts. And this is not, you know, antiquing or anything. This is actual folds and actual, like, deterioration and everything. That's really neat. So these are definitely going to be up on Etsy as digitals. So really neat, really neat. Cool. I love that. Oh, and then here's another. Wow, that's definitely an antique right there. Obviously, I don't know these ones might just be vintage, but this one's definitely an antique because that's that paper specifically. Wow. But it's the same druggist, Herman Krebs, in Cleveland, Ohio. That's cool. That's cool. It's really neat. And then here's the back. So, yeah, those will make some really neat digitals. I'm going to put those up there. Alright, so let's see here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to throw that one. Got it. Still didn't go where I was aiming. Is there more than one of these? Nope, I think that's just a very thick 2-layer sack. Weird. So I will take a digital of this, but that's going to be a really neat journal. And these, I'm sure I can't do digitals of, but these also might just be like a mini journal. That's kind of what I'm thinking for those. So those are really neat. I've got another one of these tobacco sacks, tobacco bags, I don't know. So I like that. That's really neat. I've got another one, I just can't remember what I did with it. No, actually, no, it's sitting over there, now that I think about it. See, here I am saying I'm not going to hoard supplies, but things I've had for a while are still sitting over there in my stash. That's going to change, though. 2023 is going to be the year of the stash, and not the mustache. Alright, so I've got some ink bottles, and those I will put on eBay as well as in our booth. Glass 003. So I don't know if these are super old. I mean, they're obviously vintage, but look at the crackle from the dried. See if you guys can see that as well as I can. So it's dried and it's a pigment ink, and so for fountain pens, but it's just got a really neat little crackle. Both of them. This black is very difficult to see though, but you can see the quirks deteriorated there, and they're just neat little decor pieces. Especially, look at that cap, the rust on there is great. Okay, so I'll set those up there. So these are Rayborn's gummed labels. Oh, that's neat. No. Yeah, this says Rayburn's. These are red bordered Denny Rayburn Company. That's a neat, I don't know, I'm going to have to do something with this because that's pretty neat. I don't know. And then this is, so it's just the box. Now, I am going to get rid of this because honestly, I just have no use for the inside if it's going to like fall out like that. But these will be really cool in like decor pieces. So what I'm making is vignettes, kind of like, you know, inspired by Tim Holtz, just like everything else that I do. But like taking a little piece of Tim's home and bringing it to my booth and doing, you know, little vignettes that are inspired by that. So there's that. 50 book plates. I believe these are just the boxes. But they're really neat. They make great decoration as well. I don't think there's any book plates. Nope. So I'm assuming what I thought when I saw these was like just little decor pieces, again, in vignettes. You know, because Tim specifically, so he's got those box tops, you know, and the tin tops. I don't know. Anyway. And so he sells those, and so it's a similar idea, using them in vignettes. Book plates, decorative labels with a space for your name. Show the value of books by protecting them with book plates. Nifty. And I believe this is also just a box. I don't think I was super, you know, super stoked to get these two, but I think they were in a lot. Or maybe she threw them in, I'm not sure. I know some things that she thought she had more of, and it turns out that she didn't, that she was like, oh, I'll, you know, give you these ones instead. Yeah, some more gummed label box. Yeah, so I remember that post now. These are just boxes. Denison labels as well, and I really like the blue. So, very neat. So yeah, these are really cool. Alright, I'm going to try and keep all of my goodies up here because otherwise it's going to get lost or smashed or something. I have to package that stuff up and list stuff on eBay and put stuff in the booth and alright. I'm really excited for what's coming up here in a minute. Okay. Good grief, does she have these little cellophane bags in every size? Because, I mean, good grief. There's not a single piece of tape on any of these because she's just got the perfect size bags, so. A bit of ribbon that I'll find a use for or something. This looks like a tracing paper or something. Open these with care. The folds are pretty brittle. What's that? The Old Man into the Sea. Oh, nifty. Okay. Thank you for the note, because, you know, again, I don't remember things, so these will be great for collage. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So these are obviously antique, 1903. Ariel, do you want to come see any of this? That is sweet. It's a railroad company, which I'm a sucker for railroad stuff, but this is just cool. You would have told people in 1903 that a bearded 23-year-old dude would be sitting in his basement swooning over their handwriting and their paper. They'd probably think you were nuts. Yep, very brittle indeed. That one's 1912. Good grief, why is this in worse shape than 1903? Guess that's when they started making cheap paper. I don't know. Good Lord. And this one's an onion skin. I don't think that one's an onion skin, but this one definitely is an onion skin type of paper. 1910, nope, 1910, because I put 1910 there, because that one was 1900, whatever, but obviously 1910. Yeah, these would be really neat for collaging. Maybe collaging on some windows or something to sell in our... Okay, cool. So these are really brittle railroad things that I'm not going to continue to open because I'm going to break all of them. But man, that's cool. So these are... This is airmail checks, and I do buy a lot of duplicates of things. Oh, that's cool. Sweet. Okay. So, obviously, labels and stuff. Look at these. I just love airmail labels. Or airmail labels, good grief. I love airmail labels too, but I love airmail envelopes. And these ones have things in them. Stamps. Do they all have stamps? I think I also got some letters. Yeah, stamps. I think I also got some letters in some, but these appear to just... These are stamps. I think I bought some letters recently from her. So this is obviously just an envelope, and these are likely still vintage or maybe newer, but they're little airmail thing. But man, nothing beats this. The true vintage airmail envelopes. And then there's tickets as I fall off my chair. A whole bunch of tickets. This nice green and bluish color. Some that are yellow, more neutral. So those are fun. And I've got a ton of poison, chloroform. Of course, if y'all know me, you know that I love my serial killer documentaries. These will be great for Halloween stuff next year. That's actually what I bought them with, in mind, is doing Halloween journals. Completely denatured alcohol. Poison. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and here's aqua ammonia. That's fun. And this one is muriatic acid. Cool. Here's some other tickets. These are larger, obviously, or coupons maybe. These are pretty nifty. Here's some more railroad stuff. These are 1905. North Haven, Connecticut station. It's really cool. These are receipts of, I guess, receipts on acknowledgement of freight. So, 1904, yeah, sweet. Ton of these. These are definitely going to go in some packs on eBay or something. Probably make some packs. I've also seen ephemera in antique stores and stuff too. So these are labels. Now these are going to be cool because I'm going to do some stuff with these. Old Boone Distillery, Meadowlawn, Kentucky. Aren't those cool? Virgin Bourbon, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Rare, 107 proof. So those are really neat. I'm going to probably keep a couple of these and sell some on eBay, I think is what I'm going to do with those. New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad Company. What year? You guys are probably yelling at me because you can see it. Oh, that's cool. That's going to be a digital for sure. This whole lot right here. August 25th. Well, that's great. I think this one was going to be, man, where were they saying that was going? Birth something. I don't know. But then they scratched that out and put New Haven, Connecticut. Man, I wish they would have, I don't know, put a year on that. 1905. So this would be around the same time then. It's the exact same slip, so that's cool. And then these are larger versions. These are 1906. Oh, look at the stamps on those. Those are sweet. Those are cool. New York. The New York, New Haven, Hartford Railroad Company. Ah, isn't that cool? 1906. So yeah, these can all become digitals. The problem with them all becoming digitals is I have to scan and Photoshop all of them. And I do that on my desktop. I don't do that on a laptop, so that means I'd have to be down here. So, yikes. Alright, Commonwealth versus Mary Jones. 1922, testimony of witnesses produced, sworn, and examined before Honorable H.W. Whitehead, President Judge. Courtroom number 2, Williamsport, Pennsylvania, at 10 a.m. Tuesday, June 26th, 1923, in above stated case. I can't remember, what is this? Reported and transcribed by Lillian M. Hyman, official stenographer. Well, thank you. I wonder, what this is, let's see here. This case came on to be heard before Honorable H.W. Whitehead, President Judge, Courtroom number 2, Williamsport, Pennsylvania, at 10 a.m. Tuesday. Good grief, didn't we just go through this? At which time and place Joseph R. Straub, Esquire, appeared for Mary Jones, petitioner, and the following witnesses have produced, sworn, and examined in the following proceedings had. Good grief. What's this court case about? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, good grief. So, case closed. That's great. What is the case about? Interesting. I shall stipulate a time when I will receive and take charge of Mary Jones for the purpose of performing an operation upon her, etc., and return her to the Lyncoming County Jail upon complete recovery of her health or when condition will permit. So she is in awful health in 1923, apparently. But what's mental health, physical health? Oh. Says, would you explain to the court her physical condition as you found it? She has, as Dr. Raymore says, a fistula in ano, I don't know, and suffers a great deal from that, and of course is nervous. Has neuroasthenia? Her condition causes her considerable pain. So, it's an operation of some sort. Interesting. Oh, so basically what they're doing is they are petitioning the court to release her from the Lincoln, I guess, jail, to allow this doctor to operate on her for her medical conditions, and then directed to return her back to the jail whenever her condition is stable. Interesting. But now I'm wondering, why was she in jail? Kind of like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. That's cool. Alrighty. Well, it was anticlimactic. Were you as interested as I was? No? Okay. Well, probably neither were the viewers. So I'm just probably talking to myself now. Okay, 1922. Here's a check. $750. Man, someone is putting down the cash in 1922. These are really neat. 1920. Yeah, and since these are over 100 years old, then, it's 2023, so they are over 100 years old, and I can scan all of them and make them into digitals. So that's fun. I think what I'm going to do is a digital mega pack, because I don't want to make a million listings. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, is just do like a massive mega pack of digitals, because I just don't want to. Of course, the price would reflect it to like $5 each, or something like that, because I mean, good grief, if I put everything in here that I'm legally able to scan and sell, then it's going to be a lot of stuff, clearly, because that's what I buy. Alright, let's see here. Another perfectly sized acetate bag. These are neat. These would be just great for collage, probably on, I don't know, our repurposing tables or something. Look at this. Ariel. She couldn't care less about my stuff. She's like, yep, neat. More old paper. I don't know, y'all. I like this. Okay, so these are cool. They're onion skin blue at that, too. Railroad receipts, or bill of ladings, or waybill, or whatever. Okay. Oh man, I've got to stand up now. Oh gosh, I don't know when that notification popped up, but man, I really hope that it was still recording. If not, oh well. Okay. That's why I need my camera at eye level, or a monitor to see what I'm doing. Good grief. This is some great plastic wrap here, Nina. Good Lord. I don't trust myself with that. Let's do Tim Holtzy scissors. Okay. Still didn't go in the trash. I have a lot to pick up. Okay. So here are some large ledgers, which are sweet. Ledgers and ledgers and ledgers, oh my. Oh, good grief. Well, I certainly have enough to hoard some and use some, so, I mean, especially with what I had previously, so, look at these. These are great. These are definitely going in packs to sell, as well as journals, as well as digitals for those that are 100 years old, like probably that one. Nope, not quite. That one's 1924. Didn't make the cut. Well, I'm sure I'll hold on to these for at least another year, so those ones are probably going to be safe. Okay. This is going to be my first into the box. These are sweet. Hey, here's my first piece of tape I found for a non-perfectly sized bag. Okay, these are very delicate now too, so, okay. Good grief, what year are these from? I'm sure it says on the receipt or on the original post, but good grief, these are cool. Wow. Well, these, I'll tell you what, these are going to be scanned as they are, turned into digitals, likely going to be made into, incorporated in my own digital kits, probably used in journals, and I'm definitely going to be using these on like furniture and stuff, because these are cool. But they're too, you can't fold them. You can barely pick them up because they're far too brittle. See, it's made a mess on my desk. All right, so we got 2 more packs. So, I'm sorry if you guys didn't see all of the stuff that I was opening, because the 20% battery notification popped up, and I think it may have stopped the recording, but it also may still record, so I'm not sure, but go ahead and get this stuff done so that we don't completely die and lose the entire thing, because that would be very unfortunate. I would probably go over it in another video, but it would not be the same. And I overshot the trash can that time. Okay. Now, more railroad. Oh, that's cool. These are cardboardy. 1918. That's cool. It's car transfer stuff, I guess. These are book pages. Man, these look... Oh, these are dictionary pages. But now I remember what attracted me to these was the... Look at the patina on the outside there. It's really sweet. And this one's 1938. That's just a neat little check, I guess. No. A ledger. It's an invoice is what it is. Not a check. Anyway. Okay. That's a neat picture, too. Here's some Asian manuscript. Ariel. And another one. Ariel. She couldn't care less about my 1800s paper. She's shaking her head like, no, I really don't care about your paper from the... Am I the only one that thinks this is cool? I guess. I don't know. Maybe she just hasn't gotten to that side of antique things yet, where you get really excited about old crumbly paper. Well, good. That means she won't want to play with my antique crumbly paper. Elmira, New York. That's a really cool... I'm going to scan these just as they are and put them up too as digitals, probably as they're, well, there's only one style, I suppose. So, but that's really neat because that just, you print it out and write whatever you want on it, or just use it blank and use it as a background. That's really cool. Here's some final exam notes in pencil. Friday, March 17, 8 through 10 blue books. I don't know what date or what year these are from, but it's someone's, is it geometry? I don't know. I think I'm too stupid to figure out what this is. And this type, oh, no. It's like hydrology, and this type of dam, low water and ice control to mid depth of the dam, then high water, computations, what? For a joint at level 34. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I know what that means. Sweet. So they're, I guess you could say they're taking a damn test. She really just doesn't think I'm funny. I think she's just cranky. She's tired, doesn't feel good. I thought it was funny. Okay, so what about this? Are you at least excited about this? It's nice. She doesn't care. We've got a huge railroad crossing sign in our living room. Like, that's cool. Of course, I also bought that sign. And another one. But, you know. That's cool, though. Totes. Totally cool. It is cool. Because these are original blueprints from, God only knows, okay, 1920. And this railroad sign one here is 1919. Dude. These are sweet. Yeah, I think Nina had a railroad thing going on one week, because this was, good Lord Almighty, look at that. It's a railroad crossing. Is that like a distance traveled in feet, miles per hour, stuff like that? That's cool. Griswold Safety Signal Company, 1928, highway crossing signals for railways. Nifty. Just gonna flip through these. Oh, those are neat. Now these are likely going to be sold on eBay because I know Railroad sells very well. So, yep, and then there's the blueprint that I've got right there. That is cool. So is that the, is that like the first railroad crossing blueprints? And patent. Mobile and Ohio Railroad, standard public road sign, 1919. Man, that's cool. And I can't read whatever, is this Italian? Yeah, probably. No idea, but they look cool. That's really neat. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is a college, I believe, so this is the 20th of July, 1799. It looks like it's a, like graduation commencement thing. Oh, that's really cool. I believe that's Italian. Okay, so I'm going to set that there. nice and carefully. Alright, then just here's some more little receipts. Still not bilingual, so no idea there. Much of the same here. But this is really cool stuff for collage, I tell you what. Trying to also straighten some of this out so that by the time I go to do something with it or whatever, then it'll be flat. 1941. Paper itself's from the 1930s, but that was 1941 is the date on it, but it did have a 3 and it was crossed out, so. Oh, that's cool. It's a, I don't know what that stripe is called, but they've got them, you know, on tickets and stuff, but that's really neat. That's cool too. Is that 1914? I don't know. Sweet. Alright, let's get this show on the road, because I want to go to bed. Consolidated Rail Company, or Corporation. Oh, there's another, I don't know, something. Something cool and old. Okay, more rail stuff. Penn Central Company. Those are blank, like, invoice sheets. So we can, that's really neat. So I can use that in journals and put whatever we want on. Oh, cool. Automobiles, typical forms. Let's see what, oh, does it say what year this is from? Man. No, but it probably says in the receipt, so I'll have to look at that. Cool. Alright, let's try and be just at an hour here, not much over. I've got a couple minutes to go through this last bit. Oh, well, we're not gonna, maybe we might make it. Now this is a book cover. I don't know if it's a book or if it's just the cover. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to just an hour, but hopefully not very far over it. So if you guys have stuck around this long, let me know what your favorite thing is. So, okay, these, I remember this now. It's a lot of book covers, and I'm going to use these as like baseboards, like Tim Holtz baseboards. I'm going to be using these for, you know, collaging and using as backgrounds and foundations. So, that's cool. Oh, there's an Ex Libris. Very nice. Oh, that's neat. Cool. Cool, cool. Here's a marbled cover that has clearly seen better days, but it's going to be a really cool base for something, so very cool. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, because when I saw this I knew I had to have it, well, I of course had to get these were a choice of a lot of rulers. And so I got this one that is a metal one. It's a very light metal. And this vintage ruler that is Discover Ben Franklin. We bring variety to life. And then Gun Insulation and Storm Window Company. So those are really neat. Really neat. If nothing else, put them up in a vignette, like, you know, everything else I've been unboxing here. And then we have a wooden, not a clipboard necessarily, but it's a like a wooden binder with these dividers, which are blue, because, you know, love it. And it's just a very nice vintage piece of wood there. It's the Weiss Manufacturing, Monroe, Michigan, USA. So very nice. So this is gonna go. This is a display piece or something that I could make, you know, art journal pages and just, you know, fill it up to, well, to there. So, you know, it would take quite a bit of time, but I might get there by the end of my life. I don't know. So, really neat. But hey, thank you all so much for joining me. Very fun box, and as my wife put it, special delivery from Norway. It's fantastic. Yeah, thank you, Nina, for working with me on all that stuff. And man, I can't wait to dig in. So, gonna be some crafting. You're gonna see it, of course, here on the channel, as well as the reselling and the antique booths and the picking for more vintage and antique items, and more of Ariel being sick and coughing. All right, so I'll see you all in the next video. And if you haven't seen my previous two, go over and take a look, because they're pretty good. So I'm going to make a focus this year on YouTube and social media for our business. So anyway, also, if you guys see anything in this video or any of our videos, or pictures or whatever, go ahead and send me a message. Mostly Instagram is where I do that, or where I will see your message first. Let us know if you're interested in purchasing something. I can do what I did with Carrie in the last video and make a custom listing for you and get it out to you. So thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video.